What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Addiction Network. Today we are talking recap of the Dolphins-Giants game. Final score in this one, Giants 36, Dolphins 20. This one for the Giants went pretty much as we expected last week's game to go, so kind of regressing to the mean here. Vintage Eli in this one with multiple touchdowns and multiple picks, helping them get a win. We'll start with the Dolphins side. Ryan Fitzpatrick coming through with an okay day today. If you started him, you're probably happy that he didn't dud you. He went 23 of 41 for 279 yards and 2 touchdowns. No INTs on this one. Had 4 carries and 33 yards, but 1 fumble to make sure he at least had 1 turnover for you. Patrick Laird, kind of a letdown today. Had a decent amount of volume, it just wasn't the game script for him. 12 carries for 46 yards, so doing decent in the yards per carry category, and then 2 receptions on 5 targets for 8 yards, so that's where it was a bit of a letdown. Myles Gaskin also with some usage, 9 carries, 43 yards, 2 for 3 on 29, so not much going in the running game. Devontae Parker came through for you today if you started him. 4 for 7, 72 yards and 2 touchdowns. The second touchdown wasn't garbage time, but it was a beautiful catch. Devontae Parker has definitely come alive this season and will continue to remain in your fantasy lineup for as long as your season goes. Not really much else to speak of. Albert Wilson had 5 for 8 for 59 yards. Isaiah Ford, 3 for 5, 21 yards. Allen Hurns, 1 for 1, 9 yards. So pretty much Devontae Parker, nothing else. Mike Gesicki, if you started him, didn't get you a touchdown in this one, only 4 for 8 for 47 yards, so disappointing game, but overall you're pretty much just playing for touchdowns in the tight end spot this year. Okay, jumping over to the Giants, Eli Manning, 20 for 28 in this one, 283 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then 3 INTs. Pretty bad picks, but overall, he didn't completely destroy them, and it's mostly because the Dolphins just couldn't do anything with the turnovers. They could get, basically it was a continuation of last week. They could get into the red zone pretty easily, and then they kind of fizzle out. Saquon Barkley finally with a good game for you. This one, I don't know how many people still had Saquon that were in the playoffs, but if you survived and did have him, he had 24 carries for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns in this one. Also went 4 for 5 and 31 yards receiving. So really good game. They pulled him out some point in the fourth quarter, and then Buck Allen, their backup, ended up getting 8 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown. So if you had Saquon Barkley, he got it done for you today. The receiving game went pretty much as we expected last week to go. So if we revise our narrative, Sterling Shepard was the main target, main beneficiary of Eli coming back this game. He was 9 for 11 for 111 yards. No touchdowns, but still really good volume. Golden Tate had 1 catch on 4 targets, but that 1 catch was a really nice 51-yard touchdown. He kind of did like a little spin move as he was catching the ball. It was pretty fun to watch, but that was pretty much the only thing he did all day. And then Darius Slayton, who looked really good last week, still came through for you with a touchdown in this one, but only 2 for 3 on 31 yards. So you're expecting more against the porous Dolphins defense. And there's not really any tight ends to speak of. I don't know if Evan Ingram is going to play anymore for this fantasy season, so we'll see about that one next week. But anyway, we'll carry this information over into our analysis for Week 16. If you guys like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. And continuing to post content to get you those fantasy titles. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next one.